Ian, we had big gaming news come out about Microsoft playing Xbox Live for Nintendo Switch and mobile devices.
Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty cool. So they're going to work it into iOS, Android, Switch, and it's going to let you connect to basically your universal Xbox Live account. So I guess I could probably...
It means you'll log into a game potentially even on Switch where you get your access your achievements.
Right.
You can access your trophies, I guess, and whatever else, your friends list, I guess.
So it'll be useful for games that will allow cross-play, which is great. But also...
Which is already happening with some games.
Yeah, with some games. This will make it easier. It's neat in the way that it also seems that it will be adding trophy support, most likely to games. It says it's going to be, but I'm assuming it'll just be games that are multi-platform.
Sure.
But still, that's nice. As much as trophies don't mean anything to some people, or achievements, I'm sorry, in this instance, don't mean something to some people really enjoy them. And while I was never a huge fan of chasing them, I do find myself kind of missing occasionally seeing, like the little weird goals to achieve and stuff. So that'll be interesting as well.
So let's see, according to this article, you can already sign into your Xbox Live profile on Nintendo Switch and mobile platforms within certain Microsoft games like Minecraft, which makes sense. So this is going to be integration that'll tie non-Microsoft games in as well. According to this, for example, if you're playing Warframe on Nintendo Switch, you could earn Xbox achievements, or if you're playing Fortnite on mobile, you could browse your Xbox friend list to find people to play with. So this is really big news.
Yeah, it's huge, and it's Microsoft basically at this point they're realizing that it's better to fight with friends than it is without them in terms of the console war. Sony isn't doing any of this. As a matter of fact, Sony is being incredibly pig-headed about it. So by and crossplay is something as consoles get more expensive and people are using PC, it's something that people want. They feel less secluded off. It's less of its own ecosystem. So Microsoft is taking those steps with Nintendo, mobile, and PC to keep. Even if you don't have the same system, you can still play with your friends, which really is a big deal.
It gets the ecosystem out there, even if they're not... I mean, they're still making money off of a Microsoft game, obviously. It's obviously part of that. But it's a lot of goodwill with Nintendo. This is almost like a power play.
Yeah.
Leaving Sony out in the cold.
Right.
But we saw this coming because, like I said, Sony was stringent. They didn't want to... wasn't even at first. They were even against... they were against even originally the Minecraft, I think, crossplay at first.
Fortnite.
Was it Fortnite?
Yeah, Fortnite was the big one.
Oh, that was a big one. And then Rocket League, were they the last ones?
I think it was like Rocket League, Minecraft, and Fortnite are the three big ones. Crossplay ones.
But Sony was the first. Was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, why not? Microsoft has conceded. Well, they were founded a software company, but they conceded that they're a software company with this generation when you can buy a game and play it on Windows 10. You can buy your Xbox One copy and play it on Windows 10.
Right.
So what are they saying there? We don't care where you play it as long as you buy our software.
Right.
Which is fine. That's perfect because that's where we're headed anyway.
That's good.
So what is this and what isn't this? This is not saying you're going to log on to your Switch and have Xbox Arcade there, Live Arcade, and download games.
Of course not.
That doesn't mean it doesn't mean you're going to be playing Halo tomorrow on your Switch.
No.
Now, what it does though is open this up to in the future. Who knows? Way down the line.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, yeah, anything that's multi-platinum, we could conceivably see cross-play on, and this is basically the groundwork that'll make
multi-platform.
Multi-platform, we would see multiplayer. We could.
Okay, I thought you said multi-platinum.
No,
you did say multi-platinum.
I probably did. I've got multi-platinum.
But this is Nintendo being like, this could be a workaround in the future for AAA games that maybe publishers wouldn't want to get on board with us. But now we have the Microsoft option to get a future Halo game. And like I said, cloud gaming isn't far away. That could be in this generation.
Well, and now that companies know that it would be possible for people on the Switch to play with the people on the Xbox, it may open up, like you said, more interest in porting certain AAA games over to the Switch. Also, it makes no sense to me with Sony because they don't do the crossplay because they were, in the lead. They didn't feel they needed to do it, but really you're stifling sales. if I'm playing a game, if I have a PlayStation and all my friends are playing Rocket League on an Xbox, then I'm not likely to buy it because I don't want to play with people on the PlayStation. But if I can, that's another copy sold.
Yeah.
It's good for your rights holders, the people who are putting games on your platforms, to allow crossplay. They're going to make more money. And after this generation, people are going to see that with Microsoft, and it's going to make, I think it's going to make dollar signs.
So for what I read, this was something they were talking about with Nintendo since May. They were starting conversations about like having a better relationship about other things.
I think we talked about that though. I think we talked.
did?
I think
Okay.
we mentioned that when they announced the Minecraft stuff.
That they were starting to talk more. So this is only good for both these companies, because now you have a potential, because I think Microsoft realizes that their money is in the obviously in software versus hardware. They're not going to put a portable device. So this could be a way for them to sell to, well, obviously with mobile, you're potentially selling to a huge audience.
Right.
But really, mobile's not going to have the power to play an Xbox game. But the Switch might, though,
Sure.
especially when you put in the cloud stuff. So this opens up software sales to Nintendo's handheld audience. This is an extremely smart move. I don't see any negatives that you can have from this at all. At all. No, I don't.
Making your customer bases happy doesn't have a negative.
And then people might be more willing to be, I can buy a Switch to play whatever, a Halo game 3 years from now, 4 years from now,
Well,
potentially.
I'm not going to lie. I mean,
That's
looking at what's happening and thinking about the next generation, if I grab a next generation console, Sony doesn't have me, definitely. It's a coin toss, and a lot of it is what they haven't done and what Microsoft is doing. With backwards compatibility, cross-platform play. I heard there's rumors about the PS5 having backwards compatibility, but of what type and how far back? With whatever the next Xbox is, it's not unreasonable to think that it would be the next one, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and original Xbox, because the Xbox One already has 360 and Xbox One backwards compatibility into it. The architecture of the system just allows for that more readily, I think.
So Sony will be clinging to their first-party titles, and that's basically it for whatever the PS5 is going to be. Like, that's basically it. That's the final frontier. That's going to be it. They're like clinging to a piece of wood in the sea, while Nintendo and Microsoft potentially have this awesome relationship that blossoms. So what this doesn't also mean is you're not going to see Zelda on Xbox One. That's not what this means. I saw some people saying that. Oh, this means Nintendo's going to no. That's never happening. And never, ever.
And I highly doubt that means we'll ever see Halo on the Switch. But like I said, just for those multi-platform games that are released, naturally, those are going to be able to be connected.
But this opens it up, though.
Well, it could.
It does. This is. I think this is Microsoft, in a way, saying, the consoles don't really matter anymore.
Right.
They were
if you want an
it.
Xbox, great, thanks, but maybe in the future we're going to see those games going everywhere.
Thanks. Buy the Xbox, but guess what? Our margin on the console isn't that great, most likely. Rather you buy all our software. We don't care where you fucking play it.
Right.
On PC, which is how it's been for a few years now, on the PC or potentially on some sort of, like I said, this is exciting. So this is huge news. Cannot be overstated on this.